That's the man that drove him the other day.
please yield to my advice because I'm sharing this from experience. I ate amala with watermelon. It was a struggle for all of this. Tonight, watch the menu. Okay, don't take salad with porridge. It doesn't go right. I take salad. So at this time, these beautiful ladies, mommies, aunties, each of them will stand, one will be on the left, the other one will stand on the right. As soon as you get to your table, that means it's time for you to get up. Because the Lord has set a table tonight before us in the presence of friendliness, adversaries, all of their God. But please take your place. The place on your table is what you're going to use to get your menu tonight. So my sister stayed here, and then this my other sister, as soon as they stand by your table, it's time for you to go to the table. Please, I want you to take your pastor to the table. Sorry. I want you representative from RPA, please take your pastor and the ministers of that table. Please get up as soon as they move to your table. And take your place with you. At this time, we an important personality in our midst is a presidential candidate during the last election in Nigeria. I want to welcome into our midst Mr. Sowore. Can we please rise as we welcome our presidential aspirant, Mr. Sowore. We want to hear. Mr. Sowore, can you please come forward?
Go to the front first, man.
Let's appreciate him. He might be the next president. That's when you'll be running after the office of the president in Nigeria. I want to introduce myself, Mr. Sowore. My name is Fumi Oshineye. How are you? And the next one will be successful.
Actually, we've already, it's already successful anyway. The movement is on. Whether they like it or not, this is our time. This octogenarian or whatever they call themselves, they are refused to go after eating their own life with ours. Personally, I'm tired. And my brother here too is tired. So what happened is just a movement. We all know what they did at the last election. Omoyele will tell you what happened. So we'll give you like maybe 30 minutes. He will address you for like, no. I will just give you like 10-15 minutes. He will speak, he will talk a little bit. Then maybe if you have one or two questions, just ask him. He can't exceed 2 questions anyway. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Thank you again, celebrants. You're saying 30 minutes. We're here to eat and dine and shaku. That's right, Mr. Sowore, are we right? As we zanku and shaku. But while we're eating, while we are waiting the hostess to stand by our table, we can listen to the president. There is the potential one.
Thank you so much. I want to congratulate our friend for inviting me here tonight. Tonight is his birthday. And Mr. Kevin Emerson is a very strong member of our movement. And as you are all aware, last year, 2018, I decided to pack my bags and travel to Nigeria to become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I went for an election, but when we arrived there, it brought new ideas, new energy, and brilliant people, younger blood. In fact, a better looking candidate, because I believe I was better looking than the other candidates. They did not hold an election. They carried out a selection, and they selected the same old failed politicians in Nigeria to continue with their tradition of failure and destruction of Nigeria. But we came out looking very good, in the sense that our ideas became very popular. There was nobody after the elections or selections were conducted who were in doubt as to who should be the next generation of leaders in Nigeria. And as a result, we are here to thank you for the efforts that were made. We had great support from the diaspora. And if there's anything we saw and detected or actually discovered after the election, it was the key role that young people in the country could play and members of the diaspora. We are so important in Nigeria's life that as of today, we are contributing more to Nigeria's economy than even oil. But they don't let us vote. So, before I say anything more, two things are very important. And I'm going to ask you all to become activists around those two issues. One, if Nigeria will have free and fair elections anytime soon, we need to have electronic voting, where Nigerians can vote wherever they are, and the votes will not be tampered with in the name of all the abracadabra they do in the election. Second, the diasporans must be allowed to vote. Anybody living abroad who is a Nigerian who has not renounced, even if you have renounced your citizenship, Nigeria allows for dual citizenship. You must be allowed to vote. Those issues will ask you to organize a rally. But most importantly, we don't want to wait until the month of the election or the year of the election before we start engaging again. We urge you to join our movement. We have what we call Take It Back movement. And the coordinator of the Take It Back movement, Isaiah Ohio, is here. He's willing to take any of your information so that you can join us and start planning towards the next election. We can start planning towards how to rescue our country. Nigeria has been kidnapped. Nigeria is under stress. In fact, Nigeria has almost failed as a country. And I understand very well, if there's anybody who is desirous to go back to Nigeria as soon as possible, I can guarantee you that 90% of us sitting down in this hall want to go back to a country that is working for us. We do not want to remain second-class citizens in other people's lands. But you cannot go back to Nigeria and don't have a Nigeria that is functioning. And don't get too comfortable over here as well, because with Donald Trump, you don't know what can happen to you anytime soon. So we better create a better country for ourselves and our children. And that is why I will be moving around again, starting very early this time around, to mobilize Nigerians across the world to confront the monstrous leadership in the country. We have to permanently retire them this time around. Amen. There is no question about it that we cannot afford to continue with this new set of leaders. You can ask me, should we wait till the next election? I hope so. If we can have it earlier than the next election, I wish so. Because Nigeria is collapsing. We had not even sworn in President Buhari when half of the country had fallen apart, with kidnapping, armed robbery, herdsmen, and all kinds of suffering, starvation, poverty. The educational system don't even exist anymore. You cannot travel from anywhere to anywhere in Nigeria in terms of infrastructure. There is no health system in place. You people don't have water to drink. Nothing is working. I am telling you because I have gone to see it and come back. But as you know, we are here to celebrate our friend's birthday. And One thing you don't want to do is to allow a politician to hold the microphone. I will talk from now till tomorrow morning, if you let me do it. But I don't want to in any way spoil your appetite for food and your appetite for the love of Mr. Kevin Nelson, whose birthday we are celebrating here tonight. And I came here to honor him because he's a strong member of our movement who believes in a better Nigeria. One last thing I will say, because this question was asked of me all day long today. I have a log. I don't know whether to call it log or not, on doing controversial things. As you guys have heard, I met with Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. People have been asking me, why did you meet with Nnamdi Kanu? Don't you think he's a terrorist? As he has been declared a terrorist, he's a fugitive. And I've been telling people, I decided to meet him because we have to identify with everybody so that we can have a united Nigeria. You are thinking about people of the Southeast as being disgruntled with Nigeria. I traveled in Nigeria for a year and 2 months non-stop. There is nobody in Nigeria that is not disgruntled with Nigeria. In fact, a lot of Nigerians have seceded from Nigeria mentally. They are just trapped within the country. So in reaching out to Nnamdi Kanu, we are breaking grounds and talking to people so that we can show the leadership that we will display when finally we win the election. Somebody introduced me here as most likely to be the next president of Nigeria. No, we are going to become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria next. Amen. There's no question about it. It's our right, and we are most suited to lead our country from darkness to glory. Again, let me thank you, Chicago, for all the support. Let's thank our brothers and sisters, our mothers, our fathers, who have supported our movement, so who supported me. So many people supported financially, some supported emotionally, some supported philosophically, some supported religiously. We thank all of you, and we'll be calling on you once again, very quickly, to support this movement and support our endeavor to take back Nigeria. Thank you so much, Chicago. Thank you so much, and I urge you all to take it back once again. Take it back. Action. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sowore. I'll join your party, but I'll talk to you later so that I can speak for the movement. I mean, we had to change Nigeria. We just have to. Are we right? You know, the one that struck me is that people are there and sincerely, mentally, they are dead. It's only there's no option for them. Not everybody has the option of leaving the country. And you know, people are just suffering. So we take the move. Thank you so much again. Let's give it up for Mr. At this time, I know people are eating. I know we have lots of medical people here, but if you are eating, please do not ask questions why you are eating. I don't want anyone to aspirate tonight. So does anyone here have one question or two to ask before Mr. Sowore takes his seat? There's somebody here. Okay, sir. Just two questions for tonight, because we're not doing political campaign. We are here for Mr. Nelson's birthday. Thank you, sir. What's your name?
My name is Michael. The first question is, one, what are you doing to encourage Nigerians in terms of what? Because I know Nigerians, I live here, some only one, but when it comes to participating, people are not ready. That is one. Two, even if you become the president of Nigeria, I've been a politician in Nigeria. I contested as a councillor under for local government when AD was there. But even if you become president, there are some people that will not allow you to rule. In the sense that, what are you doing in terms of the Senate? Because these are people that will not allow you to rule. And if, like US, it is not only the president that is ruling, but the Congress. So what are you doing to bring the people of your own mind or your own kind that can change the problem with Nigeria is the constitution, not the president, because it's the most powerful president in the whole world. So what are you doing from that level to change Nigeria, not only becoming the president alone?
Madam, not now. Eh?
One more person, so is there any other person here with a question? We have just two, that's it. Okay, there's one brother here. After this.
Good evening. Well, my question to the presidential candidate is, now, after the election, we have some vibrant presidential candidates as well like you. What is the way forward for you guys in terms of, are you working to come together? Because there was a problem when you guys were trying to at least come together and form a unified force, which we all thought is going to be the third force to the two popular parties, which is APC and PDP. I think by now, I don't know if there is constant relationship among you guys to form a coalition, because splitting and separating each other to fight these two large parties might be kind of difficult for you guys. So what is the way forward for you guys to fight the two biggest parties we have in Nigeria?
Thank you. I will start with your question. One thing that happened in the last election is the unequivocal popularity of our own brand of politics. When we had a meeting to merge and produce a single presidential candidate for the young presidential candidates, I made it very clear that we are the ones really doing the campaigning. We are the ones formulating the kind of policy that can save Nigeria and make Nigeria progress. And the kind of coalition they were calling for will only be relevant if they are ready to do the kind of things we were willing to do. Well, I have good news for you. At the end of the day, the voting public, decided amongst themselves, even in polls, forget about the allocation of numbers to us, that our party, our band of politics was the best amongst all the young people. And after the election, we have become the main issue politically in Nigeria today. I don't know where the other presidential candidates are as we speak, but we rarely hear from them these days. One thing I said at that time, and I'll repeat again here tonight, is that the coalition we needed was a coalition of the oppressed. And that coalition is blossoming every day. The kind of coalition we need is a coalition of people who are fighting for a better society. We are making contacts. We are discussing with a lot of people, including what I mentioned earlier, meeting and discussing with special interest groups across Nigeria. So as not to confuse anyone, if any one of them that didn't understand before the election wants to join us, they are free to join us, as long as they believe in our convictions. And we can continue to strengthen that. But we're having conversations, but nobody will be forced to join, or we will not be forced to join coalitions for the sake of coalitions. We want to join organic, strong, powerful, if necessary, radical coalitions that can save Nigeria, because Nigeria right now requires just more than words. It requires action. The question from the first person, which was, what was the first question? Hello?
What are you trying to revive Nigeria?
Yes, it was a question about constitution. being legitimate or the constitution being a problem. I was the first to say it, that Nigeria has an illegitimate military-imposed constitution. And that one of the things that we do first and foremost will be to discard that constitution by calling all Nigerians, all interest groups, to come together to create and formulate and sanction a new constitution. A few days after I said it, a senator went to the House and to the Senate, Senator Adeyeye, and said that the Nigerian constitution is fraudulent. I was the first to say it. So, you don't even need to worry about it. I knew when the military imposed the constitution on Nigeria, and they wrote the line that we the people of Nigeria, but we were not where they made the constitution of Nigeria. I do not believe in that constitution. When I become the president of Nigeria, that constitution is going to be the first casualty. We will discard it and create a new constitution and make sure that that constitution is passed through a referendum across the country. And it becomes a constitution that is reliable, that is dependable, and a constitution that will breathe life into the kind of country we need. But it must have the imprimatur of the people of Nigeria. So, don't worry about constitution. I'm on the same page as you are. He also mentioned that when you become president, some people might stand in your way and they will not let you do what you want to do. Well, that is why I'm different. That's why I'm not going through the route all other politicians go through. That's why I'm not begging Godfather to sponsor my election. It's the reason I threw my funding to the public, so that no Godfather will come and double cross me and ask me to surrender the treasury of the country to them. So that no Godfather or any interest group will tell me what to do. That is not going to happen. As to who will represent us in the Senate and the House of Representatives and other places, well, I'm calling on all of you who are interested in doing politics in Nigeria to join our party. Let's screen ourselves. Let's return back to our country. Let's run elections that are based on issues. And when you have quality men and women from all over the world, from all over the country, we will have quality people in the Senate. We have quality people in the House of Representatives. We have it in the state of assemblies. We will have it as governors. We have as chairmen of local governments. We have as councillors. That is why we are doing what we are doing. We are pulling all good people together. Whether you have money or not, it will not matter. We just need you to have courage, focus, and brand new ideas. So I hope I answered your questions. Again, congratulations and happy birthday to our friend Kevin Nelson, wherever you may be in the room. Thank you for the opportunity to address the crowd here tonight. Thank you so much, and have a good evening and enjoy the rest of the night.
Thank you again, Mr. Sowore. I think some people will talk to you later. Let's appreciate him. Let's appreciate him. The way forward is what we want in Nigeria. Thank you. I hope the table, I hope we're moving.
Thank you.
I hope we're moving, please. Don't forget my warning. Please don't take watermelon with any food. Or salad, don't mash them together. Please, they are not good combinations. DJ Baby was like music, please. Sorry, Simplicity, I know you have some light music for us before we start the band. Simplicity, just light music.
Bye.
Ọba tó ṣọ́ wa títí dọjọ́ òní. Dáńsákì rẹ̀ mo gbé ọ̀gá, Ọlọ́run àná, Ọlọ́run òní, Ọlọ́run ìgbà gbogbo. Èmi ò máa rírú Ọlọ́run yìí rí, ọba tó ń ṣe ohun gbogbo nínú ohun gbogbo tó mọ ohun gbogbo tó sì ní ṣe ohun gbogbo. Your name is Yahweh. Jesus. You are the miracle working God. Your name is Yahweh. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ kan lọ́rùn yìí dáadáa.
Come and sit him down for me. Let him sit down and come back out again.
Tí o bá sí Elédùmarè, ibo la ò bá wà.
Let's sit down for me. So go there. Let's go.